Hey, how's it going, guys? How y'all doing this Saturday night? Sorry for the delay. I know a few of y'all have been waiting for the last 15 minutes or so, and I apologize for being late. Once again, I was slightly ill-prepared for tonight, but I wasn't going to let that stop me from giving you guys a cool show. Thank you, Kim. Yeah, so basically, I had a few things that I wanted to do for y'all, but it was like at the last second that I decided to throw this in, and it's something I've never tried before, and I wanted to do it live on camera, which is probably a terrible idea, but you know, being that I am fairly experienced in this field, and I feel confident in my abilities to recognize, you know, dangers and things of that nature. I'm confident that it'll be fine. So I'm going to go ahead and do it in a little while. And and if anything seems like it's not going the right way, I'm going to go ahead and pull the plug. So, oh no, not this week. Maybe next week I might do that, but not this week. Yeah, so how's everybody doing tonight, man? I hope y'all had a good week. I had a really busy week. Again, I worked every single night this week, and I got off late a couple mornings because my relief called off sick. Fun stuff. I love staying late. No, I'm just kidding. I hate staying late. When it comes time to go, like, knock off time, you want to just go home and relax. And when they call you and say, guess what? You got to stay late. You're like, you just want to choke somebody. But, you know, but I digress. So yeah, so this is what we're going to do. I saw earlier in the week, a good friend of mine had made a post about something that I'd never, you know, researched at all before. I didn't even know it existed. I do know 7/12s. Yeah, I'm working 6/12s right now. Well, actually, next week I start 5/12s, but I did work a few 7/12s, and it's been rough. You know, shit. The money's great though, man. I mean, don't get me wrong, the money's great, but whew, man, it's rough. So anyway, earlier in the week, I saw this post, and it was about something I'd never seen or heard of before. I had heard of several different sensory deprivation techniques that people have employed in the field and gotten results with before. I've seen a few different ones used, but this is something I'd never heard of. And when I started reading about it, I was like, man, this is interesting, you know, and it just like grabbed me right away, grabbed my attention, and it looked like something that I wanted to read about, you know, some more. So I did. I read about it, and I was like, man, this is like crazy stuff. So the technique that I'm referring to is called ASCID. And it's altered state of consciousness induction technique, basically. And there are other types of techniques like the ASCID, altered states of consciousness induction device. But this is an actual device, more so than a technique. And it was a device developed by a man named Robert Masters and John Houston back in the 70s. And it was developed by these two people who were like teachers, and they were teaching classes of kids who were taking LSD, you know, and tripping and achieving altered states of consciousness through psychedelic drug use. So these teachers were like, you know, we got to find a way to give these kids a way that they can achieve this altered state of consciousness. I can't talk tonight. Altered state of consciousness that they're trying to achieve but without the drug use. So this is what they came up with, and it's like it's a device that it's almost like a swing. It's like a device that you strap yourself into, and it deprives some of your senses, and supposedly creates altered states of consciousness. Whether it worked or not, I don't know. There were some people that say it worked. Some people say it was, not quite what they were going for, but they came up with something that created a whole new field of study that, they weren't intending on creating. So I thought that was really cool. And I read about that. And then I started thinking, I'm like, what can I do to show you guys? Yeah, I do have a little bit of a cold, actually. So I was like, I've seen people do the Ganzfield Experiment. I've seen, like, if y'all ever remember that show that used to come on a long time ago called Paranormal State, the one with, what's that guy's name? Ryan Buell? Yeah, Ryan Buell, who's recently been in a bunch of trouble for some other stuff, but that's a whole nother show. But I first saw it on that show I think it was like 2007 or somewhere. I don't know, it was a while back. And I saw him do it, and I was like, man, what is that all about? So I wanted to know immediately more about what they were doing and why they were doing it. And so I looked into it, and I was like, man, it's something I've always wanted to try. I've always wanted to try to do the Ganzfield Experiment. And I just, for whatever reason or another, just never got around to doing it. You need a few pieces of equipment to do it with that are kind of run-of-the-mill pieces of equipment, but things that I just never had laying around, So I'm gonna go ahead and try it tonight. A few things that you need to do it with are, hang on, let me switch my screen here so I can see what I'm showing you guys. All right, you need to take a ping pong ball, just a regular old table ping pong ball. Hang on, let me switch cameras, because this camera, for some reason, I'm getting a weird lighting effect on this camera. I don't know why. All right, you take a regular ping pong ball, and then you cut it in half like this, and then you tape it over your eyes, which is what I'm going to do. Tape it over your eyes, and then you take a red light. You got to turn all the lights off in the room, pitch dark, and then you light a red bulb, and you shine it at yourself to where it kind of lights up the ping pong balls to make just a plain red color, basically. Then you take some headphones, some studio headphones, and you put them on, and then you play white noise into the headphones, and you just let the white noise play. And what's supposed to happen is it's supposed to put your brain in a state where you're not having any sort of sensory stimulus. Basically, none of your senses, your hearing and sight and stuff like that, you're basically taking that away from your brain. And what's supposed to happen is your brain is supposed to look outside of the normal field of senses to see if there's any spirits or anything like that near you. And it's supposed to pull that energy in and then show you things that you wouldn't normally be able to see. Like, people describe seeing shadow figures and in like different shapes and animals and all kinds of crazy stuff. But I've seen some people on YouTube do it just in a casual setting, and it's really interesting. Really interesting to see the results that people get. So I figured it would be cool to try. So I'm going to try it in a little bit. And I'm going to put my own twist on it. And while I'm sitting there with the white noise in my ears, y'all aren't going to be able to hear anything. So I'm going to probably leave a spirit box running to see if y'all hear anything come through it while I'm doing that. And then what I was thinking of doing also which if I want to do this part, I'm going to need somebody else to log into the stream with me, just to have a third person logged in, because Google, for whatever freaking reason, they don't let you have the little boxes at the bottom where you can see everybody that's in the stream. You have to have at least 3 people logged into the stream so that you can see those little boxes there at the bottom. See, what I wanted to do is I wanted to take the SLS camera and set that up on a tripod and point that at me while I'm sitting in the chair, and then have a regular camera also pointed at me. Excuse me. That way you all could see both, to where if I say, hey, I feel something, or hey, I see something, you know, and then something shows up on the SLS camera too at the same time, that kind of will validate anything that might show up. So yeah, I don't know. Nothing at all might happen. I mean, it might not do anything at all. You know, I've never, like I said, I've never done it before. So I don't know if something might happen, something might not happen, you know, but I wanted to do it first on camera so that y'all can experience it with me for the first time. I thought it would be pretty cool. And then tech time this week is going to be about digital recorders. And what I'm going to do basically is I'm going to I'm expecting anything. Yeah, I'm expecting anything with me. Right. Right. I know. There's no telling, man. There's no telling. It would, yeah, something's probably going to happen. I mean, I can't, like I said, I never can guarantee activity, but what I'm going to do before I do it is I'm going to do some other sessions and stuff first. I'm going to do some other things first to try and drum up some activity, so that it kind of creates a better environment for activity to occur. So, you know, we'll see what's going to happen. And then what I'm going to do is, with digital recorders, all I'm going to do is basically explain how the digital recorders work, and give you guys a few settings and stuff that I like to use personally when I use different types of recorders. And then that'll be it. Then we'll wrap this sucker up and enjoy our Saturday night. As long as we don't get sucked into a vortex. Right. No vortexes here. Well, I don't know. There might be. I don't know, because I'm gonna try and set up. When I do that, I'm gonna set an EM vortex on each side of me and turn them on. So I'm doing everything that I can do to try and drum up activity, which is probably overkill. And let me say this too. I do not recommend doing this by yourself. I don't. I shouldn't be doing this by myself, but I'm going to use extreme caution. And if anything at all seems like it's, I mean, even this much not right, I'm going to just pull the plug immediately. So I'm going to use extreme discretion here while I do this. That being said, I don't recommend you guys try this alone. You know, if you try this, have somebody there with you that can keep an eye on you, preferably 2 other people that can keep an eye on you while you do it, in case, you know, it gets kind of crazy. Because I've seen people do it and have heard and seen crazy things. Like a video I watched earlier, there was it was a girl that did it, and she was sitting there, and after like 10 minutes went by or something like that, she said she thought that her friend flipped the lights on and off like 3 times. And her friend didn't. I mean, you could see on the normal camera that was watching her that they didn't flip the lights on. And she swore to God that friend flipped the lights on and off. And he's like, no, I swear I didn't flip the lights on and off. Look at the footage. And you could see that he didn't turn the lights on and off. And she was like swearing to God that he flicked the lights on and off. And then there was one point where she thought that he touched her hand like really lightly. And she went like that. And he's like, I didn't touch you. I was on the other side of the room. And you could see on the footage he wasn't anywhere near her. So, you know, you can, no, it's not, Shannon. I hope not anyway. If it is, then y'all are going to be laughing. I'm not going to be laughing, but y'all will certainly be laughing. And I had a couple people request that I try some of my other spirit boxes too. So what I probably will end up doing is running a couple of oddball hack shacks that I got, and see if we can get any responses on those. So I brought out a few hack shacks. Like this one, this one, this one, and this one. So probably at some point I'm gonna try and run one or two of those to drum up some activity, and yeah, and then we'll see what happens. So that's what we're gonna do. And if anybody's got any questions about anything or whatnot, just go ahead and type it in chat, and I'll answer it. If anybody can log in with me, if anybody can log into the show with me when I do that portion where I need to have the boxes down there, if somebody can do that, I'll let you come on with me. Just to have you logged in, you can leave your camera and mic off. I just need to have somebody else logged in so that I can have the SLS displaying as well as the camera displaying, because I want y'all to see both. If I can't get anybody to come in, then I'll just leave the camera on and I'll put the SLS on record, and I'll just record that so we can go back and watch that after, or tomorrow or something like that. So let me see here. I need a Kleenex. Bear with me 1 second, guys. I need to get a Kleenex. I got a little bit of a cold going, as Diane pointed out, probably here. So give me 1 second. Let me grab a Kleenex. All right. Sorry about that. I don't want to be rude and do that on camera. Be right back. How long are you going? All right, Chrissy. So I've got some more gear coming in. I got quite a bit of gear coming in, actually. One came in today, but I didn't have a chance to get acquainted with it, so I'm not going to debut it tonight. And then I've got 2 more pieces coming in next week sometime, hopefully middle of the week, so I'll have enough time to get acquainted with them. Excuse me. So next weekend, I should have three new pieces of equipment to debut, hopefully. And they're going to be really, really cool. I can't wait. I've got some ideas already for 2 of them, and I think it's going to be really cool. Updates on the. Said he would. Wasn't. Hang on. What are y'all saying here? No, we're good. We already got that. So anyway, locations. All right. I've got 2 locations in the works right now. 2. One of them is almost a definite. I just need to get a date set. The other one is probably 70%-ish. The problem with this one location is it's an active business, and they do run during the week and stuff like that. And the weekends, obviously, they're busy on the weekends. So probably what's going to wind up happening is I'm going to have to do this one on a Sunday night, probably, because that's the only day that would be financially feasible for the business to shut down for a whole night. You know what I mean? Because they're going to have to shut everything down for me to go in there and investigate it. So I'm debating on whether or not I'm going to stream from that location. I think I'm going to. I think what I'll probably do is I'll come on like that Sunday that I'm going to do it, and I'll probably get started around 7 or 8 p.m. hopefully earlier, but they're going to have to close it down. So I'm guessing probably 8 p.m. And then what I'll do is I'll get my gear and stuff set up, and then we'll start investigating. And then probably around 9:30, 10 o'clock ish, I'll come on here, and I have a piece of gear that I just got. It's a dual camera setup that I'm gonna set up there in the location, and I'm gonna hook that up to this and let that stream, so that while I'm investigating, y'all will be able to see full spectrum and regular spectrum on this camera on the screen to see if y'all can catch any evidence in the location. So I'm going to kind of do a little interactive thing on here for probably like an hour, maybe 2 or something like that. It just depends on what's going on. So I think that you guys will like that. You know, I think it'd be something cool that way I can take y'all into the location with me, show you, you know, what it's like to investigate for people that haven't seen that before. Those of you that have seen it before, well, you already know what it's all about. So yeah, that's what's coming up. And the other location is going to be, I'm shooting for end of June, beginning of July, like somewhere between the last week of June and the first week of July. It's fall somewhere in between there, most likely. And it's going to be awesome. I can't freaking wait. I can't wait. I'm like so excited, man. You have no idea how excited I am to get on that. All right, so this is what we're going to do really quickly. I'm going to go into this little tech time real quick for y'all, and I'm going to switch cameras too. I've got, let me see, put this one. Okay, I've got some, just to demonstrate. Here's a few of my favorite recorders that I like to use. Okay. All right, I'm going to switch cameras real quick so y'all can see a little bit better. Don't mind my sunburn. I'm a little sunburnt from being outside. And okay. All right. Now, this is what I got here. I've got okay. I've got several different digital recorders here that are some of my favorites that I like to use when I'm doing EVPs in the field. It clearly is my favorite one. I've got a few of these. This is the Panasonic DR60. Then I've got this guy here. This is the QR240, the Panasonic QR240. Then I've got this guy here. Let's see. Told y'all I was ill prepared for this. Then I've got this guy here. This is the Panasonic QR400, which is, all the old Panasonics are pretty similar. They all look pretty similar to one another, but they're all very, very different. Each one does its own thing better than the others. Then I've got this Sony here. This is one of my favorites here. I love this Sony. This is a Sony ICD-BC B26. And then this is one of my all-time favorite recorders right here. This is the Olympus DS30. This right here, I've caught so many EVPs with this little guy here. It's a great recorder. Then I've got this. This is one of the newer ones that I've gotten here. This is pretty cool. It's got a color display on it. It'll pop up. And this is the one that I'm actually going to use when I do the Ganzfield experiment to play the white noise. What I did is I hooked the Ovilus 3. I set the Ovilus 3 right on top of this and put it in white noise mode. And then I hit record. So you can hear white noise. And I recorded about 30 minutes of that white noise. So when I do the experiment, I'm going to plug these headphones into it, and then I'm going to just play. This is all I'm going to hear during the experiment. That's all I'm going to hear. So I've got 28 minutes of that white noise. And then, yeah, I was just about to get to that. How do you pronounce that? Der Österreicher. It's German, right? Sorry if I mispronounced it. And then obviously there's the RT EVP. Yeah, this is a really great recorder. I love this one. This one you get more options with this than pretty much any of these other ones. Now, the thing with these recorders is, and when you're selecting a digital recorder to use in the field, there are so many different options to choose from. And what you have to do is weigh how each recorder works, the quality of each recorder, and the features that recorder has. Now, some of the more common features on a digital recorder, are VOR, which is voice activated recording. And basically what that does is you hit record, the recorder will not record until it hears a sound. And then once it hears a sound, it'll start recording until the sound goes away, and then it'll stop recording automatically when the sound goes away. Now, a lot of newer recorders, pretty much all are going to have that feature. That's a pretty cool feature to use in the field if you've got like two of the same recorder, because then you can take and put them both on VOR and set them on the ground and hit record on both of them, and then you do your EVP session, and then look at both the time that's elapsed on each one, and whichever one has the most time elapsed probably has an EVP on it, because that means it recorded for more seconds than the other one did. So that's a pretty cool, fun way to experiment in the field. Other recorders like these guys here, let me see. These guys here are automatically VOR from the get-go, and you can't disable it. So you have to use the VOR. Batteries are dead. You can't disable the VOR on the DR60. So it's cool to use several DR60s at the same time if you can get your hands on them, but that's just so damn expensive now, man. I mean, I saw one the other day go for like $1,500 on eBay. I couldn't even believe it, man. That's like ridiculous. I mean, granted, they're great recorders. I mean, don't get me wrong, they're awesome. But man, $1,500 for something that, costed probably, $50 20 years ago. I mean, it's just crazy, man. It's just ridiculous. This little guy here, you can get these. You can pick these up really cheap. This is the Olympus DP10. This thing here, I've captured some great EVPs on this one. This is a really great cheap recorder. If you're looking for a good cheap recorder, this guy is great. It's got a good memory. It's got a great microphone, and super easy to operate. It's got a nice big screen. Yeah, this guy is a really, really good recorder. And so if you're looking for a good cheap recorder to buy, this is a great one to have. I keep it in my EVP case at all times. Okay, so let me explain a little something first. This is how digital recorders work. Okay, a digital recorder works by taking what's called samples. And a sample is the microphone taking the vibrations of sound, and those vibrations of sound travel through the wires from the microphone, and they go into a little microchip that's called an analog to digital converter, or AD converter. And what that little chip does is that chip converts those vibrations into ones and zeros. And then there's another processor that takes those ones and zeros when you play back, and it turns those ones and zeros back into vibrations, and then sends them into the speaker here, so that you can hear it and play it back. Okay, now follow me now. Follow me. Okay, microphone is right here. Okay, so it takes the vibrations from this, sends them to a little chip in here, turns them into ones and zeros, and stores it. then when you play it back, it turns those ones and zeros back into sound and plays it out the speaker. So that's how a digital recorder works. Now, the quality of recorder is going to depend on different things. Like the more money you spend on a recorder, the better the quality is going to be, clearly. But why is that, you ask? Well, because those ones and zeros are taken at a certain rate, and that rate is called the sampling rate. The sampling rate is how many samples per second that the recorder is capable of taking from the audio. So the higher the sample rate, the more samples it takes per second, the more accurately it's going to reproduce the sound when you play it back, giving you a better quality. So if you have a recorder that samples, say, like this one, this only samples at 8 kilobits per second. Okay, 8 kilobits per second, as opposed to this guy, which can do like 30 kilobits per second. Clearly, the quality on playback is going to be more like the original recording or the original sound on this one than on the other one. So that's where it gets kind of tricky, because everybody's got their own preferences in the field. And believe it or not, there is no blanket setting that you can just go on every recorder and set it up the same exact way and then get the same results on it. You have to, each recorder has got its own personality, so to speak. And I like to set them all up different ways. Now, what I do typically, I'll show you on this guy here first. Let me turn it on. Okay. Now, every digital recorder, especially anything newer that's 2000 or newer, is going to have a little menu system. Now, on this guy, to get into the menu system, you hold down this middle button, and then it brings you into the menu. Now, when you get into the menu, it's going to give you several different options. And you got record mode. Okay, let's go into record mode. Okay, now this is right here is the quality of recording that you're going to go for. Okay, STHQ, I want to say is like 30 something. I can't remember the exact numbers, so I'm just going to throw it out there. It's like 30 something kilobits per second. Then this is an ST, means stereo as well. This is a stereo recorder. It's got left and right on the microphones up top. So you got stereo HQ, which is like 30 kilobits per second. Then you got HQ, which is like 25 kilobits per second. SP, which is like 18 or 15 kilobits per second. And then LP, which is like 10 or 9 kilobits per second. So wherever you set this at, it's going to give you a different sampling rate. That's your quality. That's the quality of reproduction in the recording. I usually like to leave this recorder here either on stereo, high quality, or I like to run it on standard play, which is lesser quality, but I find it picks up EVPs pretty good. Okay, so once you set that, then you've got, okay, VCA, that's your voice controlled activation. So on and off, I leave that off on this recorder. So that means when I hit record, it's going to keep recording until I press stop. And then you got, hang on. Okay, on this particular recorder, there's a switch for the microphone sensitivity on the side of it. Most of the other recorders have the mic sensitivity in the menu system, but on this one, you can go ahead and you can select it on the side. I really like that. And switched up all to, hang on, can y'all see that, or is it upside down on y'all's thing? Okay, there we go. Okay, lecture is going to be the most, it's going to be the most sensitive, followed by conference, which would be medium, and then dictation, which is the lowest. So on this recorder, I like leaving it on the highest setting or the middle setting, depending on where I'm at and what other kind of noises I got going on. Hang on, I just recorded. Hang on, let me delete that real quickly. Okay, so yeah, and then you can run this one either with the stereo plug, or you can just run it with the the single microphone that's built into it here. I like the stereo microphone, but it works just as good with either one. So this guy seems to work really well on, and I've caught lots and lots of EVPs with it on that setting. Now, a simpler recorder, like, let's see, let me see what I want to show y'all. I'm not going to go too much further into it, but I want to show you guys another one that doesn't have quite as many settings. Let's see, like this guy. Okay, this guy here. Okay, this guy here. This is a QR400. Now, this one was made in 2001, so it's a pretty old recorder. It's 16 years old. Which this guy was made in 98, so this thing's 20 years old right here. So this one here, you can go into the menu system and hang on. Okay, hang on. I can't see what I'm doing real quick. I got the hold on. Hang on. Bear with me 1 second, guys. I got the hold on. Okay, here we go. Stop. That's weird. This thing's acting up. Oh, you know what? I think the batteries are dead. Ew, no wonder. Batteries are leaky. All right, well, we'll throw those batteries away. Leaky batteries. That's another thing. You know what? I like using lithium batteries, and especially my expensive recorders, because a lot of times those alkaline batteries, if you leave them in your recorders for too long, they'll leak the battery acid. And when you've got a recorder that you paid a pretty good penny for, you don't want to, have battery acid leaking inside of it and ruin it, because that would not be good. So I like to use lithium batteries in my really expensive recorders, just because the lithium batteries won't leak. They don't leak acid on you. So let's see, we'll go ahead and just use this one instead. This is basically the same thing, but you got okay. Now this one here, this recorder was made in 1999, so it's pretty old. It's 18 years old. Now these are easy to use. All the old Panasonics like this are pretty much the same. You got a mode button up here that'll take you into the menu system. Okay, now right away you go into your quality. Remember on the other one they had LP, SP, and all that? Well, that's what that is on this one too. You're not going to get as many as you get on the other one because this is an older recorder. Hang on. But you got LP, SP. That's all you get on this one is LP and SP. Oh no, you get high too. Here you go, high. You see, high, SP, and LP. Huh. Well, I didn't even know that had high on it. So we'll go ahead and set that to high. I just got this one a couple weeks ago, so I haven't really gotten too familiar with it yet. Okay, then you got right here is your mic sensitivity, which is you got high and low. I always leave that on high. So we'll select that. Then we'll go to, this is the voice activation. And then this is the play speed. You can go slower or faster. And then the beep mode, that's the year it came out, 99. And then you set your date and time and all that good stuff. So basically, this is a really simple version of the other recorder. You have a few basic settings. And that's the thing to remember. Whenever you're going into a location and you're going to try a recorder out, remember every recorder, you're going to set two things on it. First and foremost, you're going to set the quality, which is the sampling rate, and you're going to set the microphone sensitivity, which is how sensitive the microphone is going to be to the audio vibrations. And that's basically what you're going to do. My opinion, what I do when I get a brand new recorder I've never used before, I go into the settings excuse me, I set the microphone sensitivity as high as it'll go, and I put the quality like in the middle somewhere. Like on this one's got SP, LP, and high. I'll put it on LP, which is what I had it set on, and then I'll test it out like that. And then depending on what type of noise or anything that I hear in it, I'll change the quality up or down to my liking of what I like to hear, basically. So, okay, now one more thing that is important to understand about how digital recorders work and why, in my opinion, these guys work so good. Now, this part here is part fact and part my opinion. The sampling rate, like I said before, is how many samples per second that the recorder takes to make the replay more accurate and a better quality. Now, sometimes that can be work to your detriment in the field, because some of these recorders, especially older ones, and even some of the newer ones like this one, I figured a crazy setting out on this one the other day. When you set it in a lowering the sample rate, okay, there's two things that a recorder has. Imagine it's a chart like this, okay? On here, you've got sampling rate, which is how high or low the sampling is. And on here, you got the range of frequency, which is like high pitched to low pitched and anything in between. So if you were to go, ooh, that's like different pitch, right? So the recorder does two things. It has a sampling rate and it has rate of quantization. And the quantization rate is the range of frequencies that it's capable of recording and reproducing. Now, this is where it gets interesting. With the analog digital converter chip in the recorder, if you have a quantization rate that's really, really high and a sampling rate that's really, really low, which is weird because you don't usually have that, that's what this guy's got, okay? Back then, that recorder was like one of the top high-end recorders you can get at that time for, personal, just consumer recorders. And because it was more expensive, it had a great quantization rate. But since the processor technology back then was nothing like it is today, the sampling rate was low. So that creates a really unique situation, which does a couple of things. Mainly, or more importantly, when it hears a frequency that it can pick up, but the sampling rate is too low to be able to catch it right in the middle of where the sound is, it'll create what I call an artifact. And what an artifact is it's the recorder doing the best it can do to reproduce the sound that it thinks it heard from the original recording. Now, the lower the sampling rate you get, the less accurate that's going to be. Which is why sometimes if you do a recording with a super low sampling rate and you talk into it, your voice on playback will almost sound like robotic, kind of like. And what that robotic sound is that's the recorder trying to reproduce the sound it heard the best it can in that lower sampling rate. You see what I'm saying? So recorders like this with a low sampling rate but a high rate of frequencies that it can respond to, in my opinion, creates the perfect storm for catching EVPs, because it gives the spirits just enough of a nuance of noise to be able to come through and speak to us. Which is why, in my opinion, you tend to catch more EVPs on a recorder that's got a lower sampling rate than you do on like a newer recorder that's got a crazy high. Notice, like some people use those Zoom recorders. They're like, like $300. Some of these Tascams and these high-end, super high-end recorders. And you tend not to catch EVPs very much with those, which is crazy. You would think it'd be the other way around. But those recorders are so clean and the sampling rate is so high, the quantization rate is so high that it's just reproducing your voice and what you're saying perfectly. But it's not giving spirits enough of a noise or enough of a variation in that sampling or reproducing the quantization for them to come through. So in my opinion, and I've proven it in my own research, trying to do recordings with high-end recorders and then lower-end recorders, I catch 10 times as many EVPs on a lower-end recorder than I do on a higher-end recorder. And I think that's why. And another reason I think this works so good is because nowadays, if you buy a higher-end recorder that has that nice big frequency range, it's also going to have a good sampling rate too. So it's really difficult to find a recorder that's got a great frequency range, but a lower sampling rate. That's hard to find. And that's why these are so rare, because older recorders, older high-end recorders, in my opinion, are the best ones to get your hands on. You know, granted, you can catch an EVP on any recorder. You know, if a spirit wants to communicate with you, it's going to come through and communicate with you regardless of whatever you're using. You know, I've got old micro cassette recorders, you know, tapes with little tapes on them. I got 2 or 3 of them, and I use those constantly. And I've caught EVP. Matter of fact, the very first time that I did get my brother to come through and speak to me was on a micro cassette tape, you know. So you can catch an EVP on pretty much anything, and that's my opinion on how to set these recorders up. Put your microphone sensitivity on high so that it can sense everything better, and start out with the quality in the middle somewhere, and then try going up and down and see what you get. You know, don't be scared to experiment. You know, try everything you can think to try. Experimentation is the way, because that's the way you'll find out what works best for you and what doesn't. So if anybody at all has any questions, yeah, you can do that too, Andrew. You can use the recorder on your phone. You can use your cell phone's recorder. Some of those are great. Matter of fact, there's this little Nokia phone that we use. I can't remember the model number. Man, what is the model number of that Nokia? Somebody in chat, if y'all know the model number of that Nokia that Steve and them started using and we all started getting them, type it in chat. I got 2 of them, and they catch EVPs like crazy. They got a great sampling rate, and you can set the quality to lower and catch EVPs with it, crazy EVPs with it. It's a great little phone. Matter of fact, we were buying those phones just to use as EVP recorders because they were so good, you know. And hell, like I said, I've got 2 of them, and I use them all the time and catch EVPs with them constantly. So yeah, try them out, guys. Don't be scared to try stuff out. All right. Okay, this is what we're gonna do really quickly. Let me move some of the stuff out of my way here. Let me clear my space. Now, this is what we're going to do. If any one of y'all can come in, can jump in the stream with me, let me know so I can have that the third picture down at the bottom, because I really would like to. Oh, you know what? Let me show you all these too while I got these out. These are really cool. And you know what? I may do some experiments with these next week to show you guys. These are, okay, which one's which here? You got, okay, this guy here. This is the digital dowsing energy speaker. It's a little bitty thing here. And what you do, this is cool. Okay, you plug this into any audio source, like hell, you can plug it into a spirit box. I've done spirit box sessions like this before, and in fact, I think I may do that next week just to show you how it works. And what you can do is take a spirit box, any spirit box, you know, whatever, any spirit box, and you plug this in, and then what'll happen is it'll turn the audio into a magnetic field, and it'll play the audio out of this as a magnetic field. So if spirits exist in a dimension that has electromagnetism in it, it's playing the sound directly into their space. So theoretically, this is a spirit speaker for the most part. It's taking our audio and turning it into a magnetic field. Okay. Now what's crazy is you take this thing. Where did I put it? Oh, okay. You take this one, which is the EVP mic, and it's also got a plug. And then you take and plug that. You take a digital recorder, plug it into the microphone input. Okay, plug it into the microphone input, and what it does is it takes magnetic fields and turns magnetic fields into audio. So you can use it by itself to you hit record. It's not going to hear your voice talking at all because it's listening for magnetic fields. And what's going to happen is if it detects an EMF field, it's going to pull that in and turn it back into sound and put it into the recorder. So if a spirit is going to speak to you through a magnetic field, this would basically be like putting a cup on the wall to the spirit world and listening to the spirits talk, basically. Now, what's really crazy is this. And this is what I've done. You can use both of these together. Kimberly, are you in there? I wanted to show you this. Yeah, they are. Yeah, I wanted to show you these the other day, Kimberly, but I forgot, and I had to go to work, so I didn't get to show them to you. But basically, okay, you turn this on, and it'll turn it into a magnetic field. You hit record on this, and it'll turn the magnetic field back into sound. So what's really crazy is you're playing audio through the air as a magnetic field, and then the other device sucks it in and turns it back into sound. So I've done sessions like that. I've done spirit box sessions like that where I'll run the spirit box into a magnetic field, and then if the spirits want to take that sound while it's in the magnetic field and manipulate it or speak into it or whatever, then it sucks that back in and then records it into the recorder. So to your ears, you don't hear anything at all. But when you go play back the recording, you hear the spirit box running, and then whatever else was going on in that magnetic field, you hear it running at the same time. So really crazy stuff. And yeah, what I'll do, I'm going to set up I'll do that next week. Next week we'll do some EMF experiments, and I will set this up next week and show you guys how it works. It's really something. If you've never seen it work before, it's a trip. It really is. It's really something else. And I've gotten some really good freaking responses with it. Matter of fact, I played white noise into a magnetic field one night, and I just felt something touch my shoulder. I took and played white noise into the energy speaker and played that into a magnetic field and then recorded back. And I didn't ask any questions or anything. I just left it running. And when I played it back, about like 30 seconds into it, I heard like a creepy whisper. And it was like crazy. And the weird thing is that whisper came out of a magnetic field. So there's like no freaking explanation for that shit. Okay. All right. Now we're going to get to some fun stuff now that I'm finished running my mouth and rambling on about technical crap that y'all probably don't even care about. All right. Y'all are just like, get to some sessions already, Wayne. Get to some sessions, please. We came to see sessions. All right. Let me put this up, and then we're going to go ahead and do some sessions. Yeah, thank y'all, everybody. Thank y'all for coming out tonight, man. I really appreciate y'all coming out and hanging out. So love you guys. Y'all are my para peeps. That's what I call y'all now. Y'all my para peeps. What up, peeps? Okay. All right, here we go. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and go straight into the crazy shit. What I want to do is, okay, let me get this here. I'm going to get this out, and this is what I'm going to do. Magnet thing called no longer blinded. The little thing that turns it into a magnetic field. Oh, it's not much. It's like I think one of them's $20, and the other one is $30. I think one's $19.99 and the other's $29.99. They're not much at all. You can get them on. Hang on, I'll show y'all. You can get them on 2 places you can get them from, and they're really, really cheap. Here, I'll show y'all real quick. Matter of fact, I'll put a link in chat to them so you can see. Let's see. Okay. All right, here we go. All right, let's see. All right, give me 1 second, and I'll show you guys where you can pick these up from. Okay, right here. Okay, here you go, right here. All right, go to, let's see, visit store. Okay, copy. Okay, I'm gonna post it in chat. This is where you get them from. You can go here, click on that link right there. Who was it that asked that question? No longer blinded. Yeah, no longer blinded. Go to that link right there, and that'll take you to Digital Dowsing's eBay store, and you can get both of those items there, the energy speaker and the EVP mic. You can get both of those there. Also, he makes another type of EVP mic that works off of vibrations instead of EMF fields too, and that one's like $30 too. They're really cheap, man. They're really cheap, and yeah, if y'all want to grab them and try them out, I definitely suggest doing that because they're really awesome, and you can get some crazy results with them. Okay, all right. Yeah, let me go ahead and get set up here. I'm gonna set up a couple of devices. I'm gonna get. Hey, no problem, man. Hey, if there's anything, if you guys have any questions at all that I don't get to here on the show, and y'all have questions about where to get a piece of equipment or how to work a piece of equipment or any questions at all, anything like that, just shoot me a message. You can go on my in the links to this, in the description to this right here down below are the links to my website and my Facebook fan page. The quickest, easiest way to get in touch with me is through my Facebook fan page. Go to that and then shoot me a message on there, and typically I'll get back to you within the hour on there because I check that throughout the day. So if there's any questions or any information you guys need, just go click on that link down there, go to my Facebook fan page and shoot me a message on there, and I'll get back to you as quick as I possibly can. Okay, this is what we're going to do. I'm going to get everything set up to do the Ganzfield experiment. And then what I'm going to do is we're going to do some sessions real quick to try and drum up some activity. And then once we get the activity pretty substantial where I feel like something might happen, then I'm going to go ahead and do the Ganzfield experiment. So set these up. Hang on 1 second. I'm trying to think if I'm going to sit in this chair or if I'm going to sit in this chair here. I think I'm just going to sit on my little stool. That's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to sit in that big chair over there, but I'm just going to sit on this little stool instead. And then what I'll do also is we'll go ahead and cut on one of the PX devices. I'll cut on a PX device and set that over here. And then we'll go ahead and, all right, bear with me 1 second, guys. I'm going to set up on a tripod. Let this out the way. All right, let me get that. I need to grab a tripod, and I'm going to set up the SLS camera on a tripod. Can any of y'all log in with me? Log into the show with me when I do this. If you can, just type in chat that you can, and I'll hit you up with an invite. Like I said, y'all don't have to. If you do come in, you don't have to show your face or anything like that. I just need somebody else to log in so that I can have both of those screens. Okay, I will. Just give me when I get to that point, I'm gonna shoot it to you. Der Astreicher. It's called the it's called the Ganzfield Experiment. Yeah, Kimberly, I think this is going to be really cool. In fact, hang on one second. I'm about to hang on one second here. Okay. All right. Okay. I just sent you, Kimberly, I just sent you a message. You can check it whenever you want. Okay. So let me go ahead and finish getting this set up, guys. I'm going to tell you what, I'll switch cameras so that way y'all can see what I'm doing. And no, I've never done this before. This will be the first time I've ever done it. This will be the first time ever. And like I said earlier, I don't recommend you guys doing this alone. You know, if you do this, anything experimental or anything, have a partner with you to, you know, keep an eye on you, because you never know what can happen. You never know, man. Things can happen, and you know, it's always good to have somebody with you in case things do happen crazy. Right. Okay, I got a red light here. Set up. You know what? I should have got an extension cord. I should have grabbed an extension cord. Hang on one second. Let me see. You know what? I think I got one in here. Yeah, sorry about having to set this up now. I was hoping to have this stuff set up for y'all already, so I could just roll right into it. But like I said, I got behind, and I had, you know, some stuff I threw in. I wanted to do this stuff at the last second. And I slept all day because I was tired from work. All right, 1 second, guys. I need to go grab an extension cord for this red light. 1 second. Do I need a, does it have to be insulated? No, it does not. All right, good. 1 second, guys. I'll be right back. All right. I am back. Sorry about that, guys. I had to get a little extension cord. This is the Nokia phone. Let me take the little case off of it so y'all can see it. This is the Nokia phone that we were catching all the EVPs with. It's like the, remember what the model is? It's like a, slipped out of my hand. I think it's the, is it the 8500 or the 8110, or if anybody knows what model that phone is, type it in chat. It's the ones that we were using a while back to catch all those EVPs with. All right. Okay. All right. Hang on. Let me up this just a bit. Okay. All right. Now what I got to do is set up this extension cord so that I can shine the red light at myself. So I'm going to go ahead and plug that in back here. All right, then I just need, let's see. Okay, here's the red light. Damn, this is bright. This is going to be so crazy. I can't wait to see what's going to happen when I do this. You know what? We put a piece of tape on that so that it stays put. This is going to be crazy, y'all. I can't wait to try this. I'm a little nervous, to be honest with you, but it was the Nokia. No, it's not a broken phone. It's actually a brand new one. Nobody knows the model number. I'll get it for y'all. I'll get the model number and type it in chat so y'all can try it out. You can pick them up, those phones. You can pick them up on eBay for like 20 bucks. Brand new. So they're really good phones for EVPs. Okay, let me finish getting this set up. Need to grab some tape. What the hell was that? What I'll do too after the show, I'll put some links. I'll put some links in the description box to this to some websites that give you several different types of sensory deprivation techniques that I think y'all would like. Okay, got that set up. All right, all I got to do now is I need my white noise. Let's see, where's my recorder? All right, got my white noise. My white noise. Now I need let's see. I think what I'm going to do, hang on. I'm going to put, let's see, IR light. Is that working? Oh, shoot. That's no good. I think I'm going to have to change these bulbs out, but let me see. Are they on? IR lights? Let me see. Oh, the camera's not in infrared mode. Dirk, that would help with it, wouldn't it? Ah, there we go. All right. I don't know. Would y'all rather see when I do the Ganzfield, would y'all rather see it in, excuse me, regular vision or or infrared or full spectrum? I was thinking of doing it in just regular vision. That way y'all could see the red light. You know what I mean? No, it's not the E6. It's not the E6, Queen. Full spectrum, you think? All right, that's what I'll do. Okay. I'll do dude, I just okay. That was weird. I just saw an orb go floating that way and it cut my IR light off. Right there on the spot. It cut it off. All right. This is going to be crazy. This is going to be nuts, y'all. We're going to get some activity. I know it. This is going to be crazy. All right. Here we go. This is going to be crazy. Oh, man. Okay. What I'll do, I'll leave it in, I'll put it on full spectrum while I'm back there. And then I'll cut the IR lights and everything off to where the only lights that'll be on will be the red light, so that y'all will be able to see if anything is coming for me or coming around me, that is. I need these batteries here. Here we go. All right. Okay. All right, that one's on. Now that one just went off. All right. Are y'all going to be killing my batteries the whole show? Man. I need to buy stock in Duracell. Okay, let me try these Radio Shack batteries. I got a killer deal on some Radio Shack batteries the other day. Like the Radio Shacks that close, I went to one of them and they had like a clearance on the batteries and shit, and I bought a ton of them. Whew. Okay. All right, that's pretty much it now. All I got to do is, when I go to do it, I'm going to tape these ping pong balls over my eyes, and then we're going to get going. So what I'm going to do now is, you got to use this to keep it sealed as well. So this is going to be kind of crazy. Ooh, it's going to hurt peeling that shit off. When I peel the tape off, that's going to be funny. All right, let me grab the SLS camera. I'm going to set the SLS camera up on a tripod. Okay. Let me set the SLS up on a tripod really quickly. Where the hell are my tripods? 2, 3. Where's my other tripod? Tripod, what are you? Okay. All right, here it is. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. All right, I got the SLS on the tripod. I'm gonna go ahead and turn it on and log into the stream with it. And then I'm gonna go ahead and get one of you guys in here with me, and then we'll get going. What I'm gonna do before I go, actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna set this up here for now. And before I do this, I'm gonna run a spirit box really quickly to try and get some activity going first before I do this. So, all right. All right, I'm gonna run a spirit box real quick now to try and get some activity going. And then I'm gonna go straight into the experiment. So let's go ahead and run Missio Protocon. Okay. There's a weird energy in here right now. Shocker. Okay. A shop called Black Dog. I like that Led Zeppelin song, Black Dog. Hey, hey, mama said the way you grew. No, I'll keep my day job. Oh. I'm about to do an experiment, guys. If there are any spirits, you know. If there are any spirits around, do you know that I'm about to do an experiment to contact you? Shocking. Are there any of you around me right now? 7.
Like,
you heard that? You heard that, Christina? How many of y'all are around me right now? Are you going to try to communicate with me through my experiment? Yes, sir. What is your name? Anyone, can you give me your name? Larry? Did it say Larry?
Web.
You try a different setting here. 49 or 42. Hey. trying to get your name. Can you tell me your name so that I know you're there? The lights on the front of it are lighting up. Good. You like those lights?
No. Yeah.
How many are you there right now? Kelly. Okay, there you go. Kelly, can you bring some more spirits in here to speak with us too?
I know him.
I know him. Can you bring some more spirits in here with you to speak to us?
My grandma.
My grandma. I heard my name, Wayne. That's me.
This is shaman.
A shaman? What about a shaman? I'm trying to get some spirits to come communicate with me.
You know.
What did that say?
You have it?
You have it.
They're going in the
What experiment that I'm about to do? Can you tell me the name of the experiment that I'm about to do? Can you tell me the name of it? Sound like it said it right there. Can you tell me again? I answered you. You heard it? I know you answered me, but I wanted to make sure I heard you. Do it. I'm going to do it, but I want to make sure that y'all are going to be able to interact with me first. I want you to bring some more spirits here with you so that you can communicate with us. Can you do that?
23.
23. You heard it? 23. Is that how many of you are here now? That would be plenty good. You can bring your friends with you if you want. And if you have any messages for anyone, I'll relay them.
I want
Something once.
no friend.
Yeah, they're coming in now, man. They're coming in now. That's why I wanted to do this first before I did the Ganzfield. I wanted to make sure there was something here.
Do you love it?
It just said medicine. It just said medicine. Okay. All of you can come and communicate, but do you have a message you want me to relay before I switch? One at a time.
Who's lucky?
Only one of you come into this light at a time. Do you have a message for anybody in chat? Human? Are you a human entity? I hope. Let me turn this up. Hang on, let me switch patches real quickly.
Take that way.
Okay, I just switched effect patches. Okay, try this one. Okay, I'm trying to get spirits to come interact with me for my experiment. If anyone's there that's capable of bringing their friends along, please bring your friends here too, because I want to interact with you. That wasn't. Yeah, I heard that. Who's the person's name? Who's the person's name you want to speak to? Like I said, Chris. Who do you want to speak to? It sounds like another language.
Nice.
Nice. Is your name Chris? What was that? I want to speak to the spirit that was here a minute ago that said there was 23 of you. Can you come back through, please? That was weird. I heard a really faint, a really faint female in there, really quietly. I might not be able to hear it. What do you want me to use? Do you need me to give you some energy with the EMF, the EM pump? I want you guys to come communicate with me. It's like it's a no problem. Okay. Here we go. It said the Brit. Is that what it said? The Brit? Are you a Brit? Yes. Yes. Are you British? Are you a British spirit? Nottingham. Are you from Nottingham? Jen. It just said Jen. Is that your name, Jen? Are you related to the massacre that happened over there just now?
Get out.
Get out. Get out. You heard it? It said get out. Are you related to the bombing that happened? If you're related to the bombing, can you come through and give us a message? Do you have a message for someone that's still living from? What part, Paul? What part of England were you from, Paul? London, London. You heard it, London. Ooh. So you're from London. Thank you for answering me. It just said Queen. All right, now we're getting somewhere. Holy. Are you stuck? Are you stuck on this? Are you stuck on this plane? Angela, can you go into the light, or you choose not to? I'm Sharon. They're coming through now, man. Now they're coming through. Do you have a message for a loved one I can relate for you? I'm dead. I heard a voice just said, I'm dead. I know you're dead, but can you go into the light, or you choose not to? I see it. So you see the light, but you choose not to go through it. It's cold. Fever. Can you feel cold where you are now? Can you feel temperature? Ants or hands? Can you feel hot or cold where you are? Paul again. I got. I can. So you can feel temperature. Can you see light? Can you see light, or is it dark where you are? Hi. Hi, how you doing? What's your name? Child. That's right, it was a child. What's the child's name? What's the child's name? No? Doesn't want to give me its name. Don't be afraid. Holly. Holly. It just said Holly. Is that your name, little kid? Holly? Information. What information? Holly, you don't have to be afraid. I'm not going to hurt you. I just want to communicate. I just want to talk. About? I just want to talk to you. Find out if you have any right now. Do you have a message that you want me to give to someone? Peter. Peter, are you from London too? For sure. Why? Because I'm trying to find out if you're, whoever that other spirit was. Cold again. That was the little kid. You heard the little kid? Do you have Patrick? That would be my brother's name. You see my brother? Do you see my? Yes, you can. Do you know my brother? How well do you know my brother? You.
Yeah.
It's dead. Weather? I'm pissed. He said I'm pissed. Why are you upset? Why are you pissed? Can I help you with something? I can. Oh, were you drunk? Were you drunk when the bombing happened? Were you drunk? Where I'm at. Red dog. Kim. Hey, what's up, Mortis? It sounded like it. Yeah. Are you mimicking me? Yeah, or you can. Mary. 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 It said Mary. And then it said Chrissy. It sounded like it said Chrissy. Are you talking to Chrissy? Something? What message do you have for Chrissy? Love. Are you related to her? Yes. Okay, somebody's related to you, Chrissy. How are you related? How are you related to her? How are you related? What is your name? Can you tell us your name? A name, right. It was me. That was my voice again. It mimicked me. That was weird.
Killed him.
Killed him. Epic. How many of you were from the bombing? Three. Three of them from the bombing are with us right now. Thank you for communicating. Are you guys sticking together? Rose. Yeah, it was my voice, man. Label. Okay. Now that it seems to be talking its ass off, hang on, let me
President.
I'll leave that running. Let me switch this. Okay. Yeah, I heard that too, Kim. All right. I'm gonna leave that on right there. Tell me if y'all can hear that. Can y'all hear that pretty good? Okay. All right. I'm gonna leave that there, and I'm gonna leave that running while I set up for the Ganzfield right now. I'm gonna do the Ganzfield now. Hey, Apollo. Okay. Somebody said they were going to log in. Time Lord, you said you were going to log in with me. I need somebody else to log in with me so you can see the SLS and the camera both. Thank you. It's not like it said thank you. You say brother?
The big intro.
Yeah. It said the Brit again. Over. You heard it, the Brit. Over. I'm about to do the experiment. I think the batteries are dying in this. Let me see something. No, they're not. I don't think. Let me see. No, that's pretty good. Working pretty good. Veins? That's crazy. Okay, where's he at? I don't see him in there. Oh, there he is. Hey, what's going on, Riley? Okay. All right. All right, we're good. Let me go ahead and let me set this here. Okay, what I'm going to do. Okay, while I do the Ganzfield, I'm going to run this over here. I'm going to run this 12150. I've got this 12150 set up with a let's see here. All right, I've got this 12150 outfitted with a crystal feeler antenna, and I'm going to run this at the same time as I do the Ganzfield in a second here. So I'm going to turn this on. This one's really loud, so I'm going to set it. Let me see here. Okay. All right, let me turn it up. Okay, let me set this. Yeah. I'll set it on this. Yeah, I'll set it right here. Yeah. I'm gonna set it right here. Doesn't want to stay put. Y'all are funny. Okay. Now, you know what? I'm going to move this microphone too, so you guys can hear it better. I'm going to set the microphone down over here. That way you guys can hear better. Actually, you know what? Hang on. You know what I'm going to do? Give me 1 second. Hang on. Okay, I got the microphone. I put it over here closer to me. All right, hang on. This is what I'm going to do. Because in a second, I'm going to take the ping pong balls over my eyes, and I'm not going to be able to see anything. I'm not going to be able to see. So y'all are going to have to kind of. All right, let's see. Okay, I got the SLS hooked up. All right, let me point that over there. All right, there's the SLS. It's pointed over there. No. Stop that. No, I want the big screen. All right, hang on. All right, I got the SLS pointed over there. I'm about to invite somebody in real quickly so that I can have another device hooked. Actually, you know what? I could just log in on my phone. Well, no, I need my phone just in case. Shoot. can I do this? All right, let me blow this up really quickly. Full screen. All right. All right, hopefully that'll stay put. Hopefully that stays like that. Okay, this is what y'all are gonna basically see. All right. Okay, hang on. This is what y'all are gonna see for the most part. Y'all are gonna see this on one screen. I'm gonna have this running right here. So when I sit in, I'm gonna be sitting right here. I'm gonna be sitting right here in the chair with the things on my headphones on. So if y'all see anything appear on either side of me while I'm sensing something, you'll know, hey, that's validation. That's just mapping me in there. That's me. See, it's got me mapped in. Over there, actually. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna have this on one screen, and then I'll have hang on, this, and then on the other screen, I'm gonna have this right here. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna have both on. Whew. Temperature's getting kind of weird in here. Okay. Actually, you know what? Let me do this real quick. I got an idea, y'all. I can log in on another device. I can log in on another device and have the three. Yeah, hang on. I'm going to do that. 1 second, and then that way. Okay, let me turn these off real quick. All right. This is what I'm going to do. I got it. This is how I'm going to do it, guys. Okay, that's going to work. There. Now, you guys should be able to see. Okay, guys, can you all see at the bottom of the screen, there should be 3 little boxes down there. Can y'all see the 3 boxes? One's got the SLS camera. Can y'all see that? No, y'all can't see the 3 boxes down there. Okay. Damn, man. Why is it not? Oh, I know why. Hang on. Okay, what about now? Can y'all see them now? You should see at the bottom of the screen, you should see me with like my icon with my sunglasses on, and then the SLS camera. Okay, good. Okay, cool. Thanks, y'all. I appreciate it. All right. Now, this is what I'm going to do. Let me see. Should I? Debating on what. You know what? I'm going to cut the IR lights off. There. So all you're going to see is red. Okay. Let me see something here. I'm going to use my. Let me switch cameras. I'm going to use the higher definition camera for this. And let me take it out of IR mode. Okay. You see, this is all y'all going to see. You're going to see me sitting there with that on. And then here's the SLS camera, the bottom of the screen. Which, is that showing up on it? Let me see something. Okay, why is that frozen up now? Crap. Hang on, something's there. It's already starting. Guys. The madness is starting already. try this. Stop sharing. See, why is that not showing up on there? The SLS is not showing up now. It was, and now it's not showing up. All right, let me try one thing. Let me try rebooting this real quick. Okay, that should be working now. Let me see. No, now it's not working. Why the hell is that not showing up? That's weird, man. I don't get it. I don't know why. For some reason, the SLS is not showing up. Hang on, let me try something. Okay. Okay, it's still not showing up. I don't. All right, let me try and let me back out of the call. Let me go back into it one more time. Yeah, bear with me. The technical stuff always happens at the last freaking second. There's no reason that this should be doing what it's doing right now. So there's definitely, I mean, the energy shifted in here big time in the last 10 minutes. I keep getting these hot, cold flashes, it feels like. Okay, we log back in again. Close this. All right. Okay, this should work. If this doesn't work, I'm gonna get you to come in with me anyway. All right, let's try this again. Okay. All right, join. Okay. No, it's still showing up black. You know what? It's probably because I got two things logged in on that. Probably. You see something? I bet you that's what the problem is. Hang on. Why am I? Okay. There we go. All right, that fixed it. Google, it was Google. Google was tripping out. All right, I got it now. We're good to go. All right, we're good to go, guys. All right, once I tape these ping pong balls over my eyes, I'm going to be blind until this is finished. Tell you what I'll do as well. This camera, I'm going to put this camera in infrared mode. Like that, just so that y'all, if something shows up in IR, that way y'all will be able to see any anomalies or anything like that. Okay, now I just log in with this, we should be good to go. All right, should be good to go. Hello? Hello? All right, let's see what's okay, I just don't want that to make any noise. All right, all I got to do now is screen share this. Let's see. Screen share. All right, close that. Go up to SLS software. And this should do it, guys. After this, I'm going to turn the spirit box on and take the pink. All right, there we go. All right, point that at myself. So if y'all see anything around me and I feel it at the same time, oh, there's a spirit sitting there already. Yes, indeed. Whoa. Damn, you saw that? This is going to be nuts, man. I'm going to be sitting in the middle of that. Oh, Lord. Yeah, I'm going to be sitting right in the middle of all that activity. Jeez. Oh, man, it's going to be crazy. All right. Do you guys want to see the SLS camera like this? Or do you want to see this camera like this big? I can only make one of you guys big. Like one of these two, I can only make that one big or that one big, and the other one's going to be small. Which one would y'all rather see the bigger? The SLS like this or the IR? All right, so far I got no audio. Y'all can't hear me? Okay, SLS, SLS, SLS. I got 3 for the F4 for the SLS, 5 for the SLS, 6 for the SLS, 2 for the IR, 7 for the, okay, SLS it is. Okay, SLS it is. Okay. All right, I'm gonna leave it like that, you guys, so y'all can see the SLS camera big, and you'll be able to see me on this camera in the corner, the bottom corner of the screen as well. Okay, so if y'all wanna, if you wanna see something that's on the SLS or see me at the bottom corner, you'll see me down there at the bottom corner. Actually, you know what? Let me go ahead and just do this then. Since this is small anyway. Oh, shit, what did I just do? No, hit the wrong button. Whoops. Sorry about that. Hit the wrong button. Okay, there we go. All right, I'm just going to leave it like this. Okay, here I go. Grab my ping pong balls. This is going to be so crazy. All right, I'm going to turn on the spirit box now. I'm going to set the spirit box over here by the microphone so that y'all can hear it good. And I'm just going to let it run. So I'm going to turn on the spirit box now, and that's all y'all going to hear while I do it. Hopefully I'll... Okay, here I go. This is gonna be crazy. I'm kind of nervous, to be honest with you guys.
On fait la pompe.
This is gonna be so crazy. Also, that's a problem. What happened there? Always something. Always something. Spirit, let me get my camera back, Spirit, please. There we go. Okay, there we go. All right. Grab my headphones. Okay, I'm not going to be able to hear anything, y'all. I'm not going to be able to hear or see anything. Okay. Once I put the other ping pong ball on, I'm going to be blind until I'm finished. Here we go. All right, here I go. All right, got my white noise. Here I go. Oh, brother. I'm nervous. This is crazy.
Hey, come. That's all. Elvis.
shit. One fucking. Oh, good shit.
So,
Shut. I'm being shit. Go ahead.
Holy crap.
This way.
Live. Wall. Favorite.
I feel something touching my face. Like right on this, right over here. It looks like the lights are strobing like this. Okay, now the red light is turning gray.
Others.
Okay, I see like it looks like a little kid's face over here. If there's a little kid there, can you speak through the spirit box? If you're speaking through the spirit box, okay, I just heard somebody come into the room from over there. Ooh, I feel cold over here. I feel a cold spot over here. I feel a cold spot over here, right here, somewhere. It's like really cold right here. Ooh. I feel cold air right here. I feel a big mass of cold air right here. And now I see blue. I see blue and purple. Blue and purple right here. Right here, I see blue and purple.
That's.
I just heard someone call my name. I see this purple blob like over here. Look at the pink. What was that? What the fuck was that? Hang on. Hang on. I gotta turn that off. Hang on. I just heard a man talking to my ear while I was over there. I don't know. Did anything happen? Did y'all see any stick figures or anything like that? Did y'all see any stick figures or anything come through the spirit box or anything like that? I heard a man talking to my ear. I heard a man talk into my ear. Man, dude, that's crazy. Y'all got to try that. That is nuts, man. You know, I can't take that. I can't take that any further than that on my own. I don't feel comfortable going any further than that with myself. And when I said about a kid talked. Oh, y'all heard a kid come through the box? Yeah, I saw a little kid's face. Man, I'm telling y'all, this is crazy. Y'all got to try this. I want to do it again, but I want somebody to be here with me. I don't want to do that alone again. That is it's really bizarre, guys. I'm telling you, I don't know what it is about this experiment. It's really freaking crazy. Like at first, it's like, all right, whatever. It's just a red light. You know what I mean? But then the red light will start turning. Like for me, what happened was, hang on, let me turn some lights on so y'all can see me, and then I'll explain to you what I saw and what made me pull the ping pong balls off my eyes. I would love to. I'm going to do this again. This is something I'm definitely going to do again, but not alone. I'm not going to do that by myself again, dude. That is just too crazy. You know, let me switch this microphone back to where I had it on there. There. Okay. Now I'm going to also, what I'm going to do in a second here is I'm going to try to communicate with whatever the spirits that I just saw. I'm going to try and communicate with it via EVP in a second. Hang on. Okay, let me cut some eye out. Let me turn that red light off. I don't want to see red anymore. Okay, red light is off. Let me turn some IR lights on so you guys can see me. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. Oh man, that was freaking crazy. Y'all, it's really bizarre. Okay. It's really bizarre. Okay, this is what I saw. At first, all I saw was just a red light. And then the red light from left to right started turning gray. It started creeping in. It was almost like somebody took a gray filter and put it over the red light slowly from left to right until all the red was engulfed by gray. Okay. Then all I saw was gray. I didn't see any more red light at all. Yeah, I know, Kimberly. I'm telling you, this is really crazy. Y'all got to try this, man. It's really, really crazy. I'm looking at the wrong camera here. Sorry about that. I'm looking at this one, and y'all are here. Okay, so then I saw the gray come in, and then the gray, it came together and formed like a little, almost like a ball of, I don't know, like a ball of putty or something is what it looked like. And then that ball of putty, 2 eyes and a mouth opened up out of it, and it was a little kid's face. It was like a little boy's face or a little girl's face. I couldn't tell. It was just a little kid's face, and the mouth was moving, and then it stopped. And then at that point, I asked if that little kid spirit, whatever it was, could speak through the spirit box. And y'all said something did come through the spirit box when I said that, right? Y'all said that when I asked that question about the little kid, y'all said a little kid did come through the spirit box. Really? Yeah, that's what I was using, Louise. That's what I was using. I was using ping pong balls. I just cut them in half. See. Let's see. Someone said it came in and sat on my lap. Oh, I'm gonna have to go back and look at that footage again, man. Because hang on, let me see something. I'm curious now. To see. Let me see something. Let me see. I want to go back and look at that real quick. Okay, I'm looking at the footage back right now. Okay, yeah. So then the little kid's head turned into a purple light. It was like purple. And it looked like, I swear to God, it looked like somebody had a purple or like a UV flashlight or something, and they were shining it up at the top of my head. I could see purple. And then it was almost like the sun, but it was just a purple sun, like a little purple light that was just sitting there, like almost the whole time. And then, hang on, let me see here. Where the hell is it, man? Oh, there it is. Okay, there we go. All right, there it is. I was looking at the wrong thing. Okay, here we go. That's the experiment right here. All right, and then the purple light was there. Then I started feeling cold. I felt like a cold pocket of air on this side of me, and it almost felt like a breeze was. And I turned both the fans were off, no air on, everything was off, and I could feel like a breeze, like gently blowing on my skin on my right hand side. The whole time I was seeing that purple light. Dude, it's so crazy. I don't see how the freaking purple light could come out of just red, like, or how gray could come out of red. All I should be seeing is a red light, and it turned gray and it turned purple. And then that's when I swear it felt like somebody came into the room. Like it was almost like the door opened up and I could feel somebody walk into the room. And then I thought I heard something. And then I was like listening again. And then I heard a man speak into my right ear as clear as if somebody were to come stand next to me and talk right into my right ear. I heard a man say something. I couldn't make out with, like, oh, you know what? Before that too, I heard somebody say my name. I heard a female, or like it was either a female or a little kid say my name. And that male was a big booming male voice in my right ear that said like 3 words. And that, it freaked me out. It freaked me out, and I had to pull them off and stop, because that was just getting to be too crazy. I think someone said it would be funny if something sat on his lap. You see nothing on my end. Hang on, let me look real quick. I'm looking over the footage right now. And I see, hang on, this is the very beginning of it. So far, all I see is just me mapped in. I just see myself mapped in so far. I don't see any spirits on there. Hang on, pause it. Yeah, we have to go back and look again. No. The ping pong balls, FAG music. The way, hang on, let me go back to my other screen. The ping pong balls are cut in half like this. You see? So when you put it in your eye, it just barely touches. It just barely touches the outer ring. It doesn't touch your eyeball at all. At all. So like there's nothing. Oh, it's okay, Mary. Thanks for coming. I'm just happy to see you here. Crazy storms, yeah. Let's be safe, man. But yeah, no, these don't touch your eyeballs at all. All they do is just cover your eyes up. They just cover your eyes up, and yeah, I'll definitely, I want to try that again. But man, I would rather have somebody here with me to do that again. Crazy, man. Like stuff. When you hear a voice, like I really heard that voice in my ear, like it was, and it tripped me out. It really did. It kind of freaked me out there. See, sounds like my career failed. Missile launches outside. Stephanie. So yeah, that was a crazy experience, y'all. It was. And I definitely will be doing that again. But man, that was bizarre. All right, I just broke my fucking poltercom. Well, that sucks. I just kicked my freaking poltercom over. Did it break? No, I don't think it broke. Okay. Oh yeah, I did it right. Oh man, that stinks. You see something? I kicked it over, and I think the little thing came off the dial. But if that's all that's wrong with it, that's easy to glue that back on. Okay. Okay, that's good. Gotta find that little piece though. Oh, there it is. Ah. Okay. Crisis averted, guys. Crisis averted. What you said? Nice catch. It lives. Yeah, man. I kicked it over. I was pitch dark in here. I can't see anything, guys. So I accidentally kicked it over. And thankfully, the only thing that happened was this little piece popped off the dial, which I can just glue that right back on. So crisis averted. I heard this thing go, and I was like, oh man, I thought I broke it for. I'm a klutz. All right, that damn Ganzfield experiment's got me freaked out. Oh, crazy. Okay. All right. So I will. I'll glue this back on later on when I get time. Just glue it back on there. So, all right, no big deal. Crisis averted. Okay. All right, one more thing I'm going to do real quick, guys, and then we'll do some. I'm going to see if I can get that little kid spirit to come through again. Let me see. How long? What time is it? 12. Okay, so it's been 2 hours. Night Kim. Who's leaving? Somebody's leaving? Oh. All right. So let me grab one thing, guys, really quick. And then I'm going to try and do, I'm going to do an EVP. You leaving, Diane? You have a good night. Okay. Yeah, I cut this PX on. Oh, also I had an update from the show from last week. I had an update. I keep looking at the wrong camera. Some of the things that we caught on the other PX device last week, Mary had found some information about someone who was in the Civil War, and every single word that came out of the PX last week is related to this story about this Civil War soldier. So she's going to be taking, she actually lives not too far from where the area is, and she's going to be going there and taking some pictures of it and sending them to me. So probably next week, or maybe during the week, if she sends them to me, I'm going to post those pictures on my fan page, and I'll post the links that she found to the articles and about the information about that spirit. And you guys check that out and see. It's crazy how everything that the PX said is related to that spirit, and it just has something, you know, relevant to say about it. So yeah, y'all definitely check that out. I'll post it on my fan book page. Right, Kim. That one from last week, yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. So that being said, man, I'm so happy. I'm so happy my Poldercom didn't break. Man, my heart about fell out when I saw that thing kick over. I'm such a klutz. All right, wait, what am I going to go get? Oh, yeah, I remember. All right, sorry about that. I had to go get my phone out off the thing. Okay, now this is what we're going to do really quickly. I'm going to go ahead and switch cameras real quick. And this is what we're going to do. Okay, Mortis the Wizard, my good friend, had left a message on my fan page saying that he wanted me to run some of my other spirit boxes that I don't typically run. Some of the more odd ones in my collection, which I've got a pretty extensive one. So I'm going to oblige, and I brought a few in here to run. The first of which is one of my personal favorites, and that's this one here, the 2125. This is one of my personal favorites, and we're going to go ahead and run it real quick and see if we can contact whatever spirit that was that I saw during that experiment a minute ago, because that was pretty daggone crazy. Okay. scoot up some so I can. All right. Yeah. Apollo definitely. Mary went above and beyond, looking for all kinds of stuff, trying to figure out where that came from. Where that spirit was from, and she looked and found all kinds of stuff. So yeah, definitely. I'll post the pictures that she sends me and the links that she gave me too. All right. This is a 2125. The spirit that I saw a minute ago, can you communicate with me through this device? What? Me, you heard the little kid? There's a little kid spirit here with me right now. What's your name, little kid? You heard the little kid again? It said please twice. 2 times it said please. What can I do for you?
Money. Like.
Good day. I sounded Australian. What's your name, little kid? Who are you trying to find, little kid? Chris, you just said it again, on command. Are you stuck, Chris? Good day again.
Ready?
Rain? Did you say rain?
Yeah.
Let me try something. Hang on, let me plug a different speaker in. Hang on, let me plug the JBL speaker in because this little speaker that it comes with is just not, it's not cutting it for me. Oh, I'm gonna plug the JBL speaker into it so we can hear it better. If I can find my little adapter, that is. Oh, I got the. You know what? I think it's in the other room. Yeah, it is. Let me grab this adapter real quick, because the JBL speaker, you can hear the responses so much better with the JBL speaker. Where is my adapter? Yep, it's in the other room. Give me 1 second. Once more second. Yeah, I got it. It was in the other room. All right. Now, the only thing about this right here, the only thing about this radio is if you use an external speaker with it, you have to use one of these guys. It's a mono to stereo adapter. If you don't use one of these, and you plug an external speaker in, you're not going to get any sound at all. Just because this is a mono radio. So, all right, let me go ahead and plug her in, turn it on. And here we go. Oh, much better. Much better. Much better. Much better. Little kid, can you come back through? Night. Night. Said night. Who was the guy that spoke into my ear? Who was the guy that spoke into my ear? Oliver? Is that your name, Oliver? Night again. Put on the turn the volume down. Sound like it said dipshit. Tom, I heard Tom. Edward? Is your name Edward? What's your name, little boy? He said it. I heard a voice say he said it. Like, yeah, I heard that. Thanks. I heard some little kid say thanks. Hi, William. Little kid, what is your name? I want to know your first name. Please tell me your first name. Linda? I heard her name say Linda.
And
Heidi. Heidi. I just heard it say Heidi. Is that your name? Shut up. Wayne, it just said my name.
Yes.
Yeah.
Texas.
I heard it say Texas. What about Texas? Is that where you're from, Texas? Voodoo. I heard it say voodoo.
and
Mortis. I thought I was the only one that said Heavens to Murgatroyd. Okay. This is what I'm gonna do. Now they want this. Every time I go to turn it off, they start talking. I just heard it say two things like crazy. All right. Now, that's the 2125. Now we're going to try another one of my personal favorites really quickly. Let's see. Let's turn this one off. All right. Now let me grab this one. This is another one of my personal favorite radios. I love this radio so much. All right. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and switch it on. All right. Oh shit!
better break some.
Yeah, I did just break something. Thanks for noticing. I just rolled over something and it goes break something. $19? What's 19?
It's actually
Did it just say have sex with?
mortgage. Voice could you see the
live in that.
What is your name? The one that spoke into my ear.
Is that
Why did you speak into my ear? Leave. You want me to leave?
We got contact with the
Mike.
connected?
So you're the one that made contact with me?
Oh, wait.
So why did you make contact with me?
He started his.
He's nervous.
How
Ho. We just said ho. Who's a hoe? Who's a hoe? Tell me who's a hoe.
in the milk?
Yeah, it does work good, man. So anyway, that is the Optimus. That's the Optimus 12792, and we'll do one more tonight. We will do this one because this is a good one too. All right, this is the 12797 is what we're running now. This is the 12797. Hey, thanks, Andrew. I appreciate that, man. All right. Who said that bad word a minute ago? Who said the bad word? Danger? Who's in danger? Did it say that? Who said that bad word? Chris again. One of these spirits is saying some nasty words. Hang on, I'm gonna try something real quick. Because every time I go to ask who it is who's saying the bad words, he won't say who he is. So we're gonna try and do something real quickly. Tell you what. All right, I'm gonna cut on the PX device real quick. I'm gonna do one more thing before we go. I'm gonna leave this run for a minute. I'm gonna leave the PX right here running. And then let me see here. And then we're going to do if I can find it. All right, there it is. You know what I think I'm going to do? I think next week, guys, I think I'm going to try that. I'm going to try the Ganzfield again next week, but I'm going to leave everything all set up. Excuse me. So that way I can just run right into it and try it like again. I want to do it again. Now that I kind of know a little bit of what to expect, I'm going to set it up a little bit differently. And I think we'll try it again next week. Okay. Excuse me, I need my flashlight. All right. Okay, let me turn the fan off. Okay. All right. I'm going to do a quick EVP. I'm going to do a quick EVP session. I'm going to leave this PX device on right here by the microphone, and we'll do a quick EVP and see if we can get him to communicate that way. Because this guy, whatever he is, he just does not want to come through the spirit box. I don't know why, for whatever reason. Tonight, he's just not, I just can't get him to come through the spirit box for whatever reason. He's just not liking it, or he's not wanting to say or whatever. So I'm going to go ahead and try this instead. See, this just goes to show you, guys, that you can't catch stuff every time you turn your equipment on. You're just not going to, you know. Some nights, I mean, look at like a couple weeks ago. I mean, it was just talking nonstop. We were getting words and words and words and words, relevant words, names, numbers, everything. And now here we are this week, and we can't get them to say very much of anything. So that just goes to show you that you're not going to get that kind of response every single time you turn your equipment on. You're just not, you know. Sometimes they want to speak, sometimes they don't. So let's try EVP. Let me switch cameras real quick, and then we'll run a quick EVP session. All right, let's see. All right, let me adjust this camera here. All right, okay, here we go. All right, I'm going to go ahead and run quick EVP. To the male spirit that spoke into my ear, I'm trying to find out who you are, what your name is, and why you spoke so loudly into my ear, because it startled me. Hang on. Hang on 1 second, guys. I think the battery's dying in my recorder. Okay, hang on. Let me put some fresh batteries in here real quickly. All right. Okay, let's see here. All right, let's try this again. To the spirit that spoke into my ear, I'm trying to find out who you are, what your name is, and what you want, because you spoke very loudly into my ear. So can you give me some information into this device, please? Are you the one that came into this room when I was doing the Ganzfield experiment and made the air brush up against me? All right. All right, let's see if we got anything there. Oops. Shit. Man, I got the dropsies tonight, y'all. I keep dropping everything, man. I kicked over my freaking Poltercom. Wait, I lost something here. Wait, what the? Hang on. The fuck? Are you the one that came into this room when I was doing the Ganzfield experiment and made the air brush up against me? Dude, my recorder sounds funny, man. Something ain't right with this fucking thing, man. Hang on. Check file. I knew this thing wasn't working right. Mhm. Huh. What the hell's going on here? Crazy. Huh. I don't know. My recorder's tripping out, y'all. Someone's making it trip, man. It's like it keeps saying check file. Huh. Weird. Huh. Okay, I just heard a beeping sound. All right, I think it's working now. I don't. It's weird, man. I just rebooted it a couple of times. I think it's working now. Let's try it one more time. Let me try it one more time. Yeah, it's freezing up again. Huh. This is crazy. Okay, okay. Well, I'm working now. Okay. All right, I think I got it working now. I had to reboot it a few times and I deleted a few files. So let's see what happens now. I'll try it again, guys. All right, let's try this again. If you are in this room and you're the one who spoke into my ear, please come into this device where the little red light is and speak into that and tell me what your name is or why you came and shouted in my ear. To the one that was trying to come through my spirit box, and you kept saying that same word over and over. Who was it that you were saying that word to? All right, let's see if we got anything that time.
All right, let's try this again. If you are in this room and you're the one who spoke into my ear, please come into this device where the little red light is and speak into that and tell me what your name is or why you came and shouted in my ear.
Whoa. Sound like it said my name. It sounded like it said my name, like right at the end. It went, Wayne. Wayne. Or scream or something. Hang on.
Shouted in my ear.
Listen, at the very end, it goes, Wayne or Rain. Green? Maybe green? Whoa. Huh. Hang on. Who were you just saying that name to? Were you calling out my name? Was that you calling out my name? Why are you calling out my name like that? And why are you making all those grumbly noises? All right. Okay.
Who were you just saying that name to? Were you calling out my name? Was that you calling out my name? Why are you calling out my name like that? And why are you making all those grumbly noises?
Just lost an IR light. Just lost another IR light. Dude, I just lost both my IR lights. Did y'all see that? I just lost both my IR lights, one after the other. Okay, hang on. I gotta do this real quick. Hang on, y'all can't even see. Hang on. Hang on, I'm gonna cut this out of all that back on real quick. Batteries. Well, that's the last of those double A's. Something cut all my lights off. Ooh, the batteries are hot too. Man, they're hot as a firecracker. Okay, that's one back on, I think. Let's see. Oh, shit. All right, that's one back. All right, now let's grab the other one. Man, these are hot too. God, dog. Okay. All right. Now that we got lights back. All right, something just drained all my lights, man. Yeah, it's over there. I put it over there so it wouldn't come. Let's try it again. To the spirit that came and just drained my IR lights out, I know you got energy now to come communicate. I'm trying to find out why you keep draining all my equipment and why you keep coming and going but not communicating. Is there something that you want, or is there something that you're trying to say? Okay, I'm going to say this now, guys. I feel a static in this room like never before. Like all the other sessions were one thing, but this one, I feel something in here now. I really do. Since those lights went out, I feel something in here. Now I feel like a static in here. Okay. Let's see what we get.
Spirit that came and just drained my IR lights out. I know you got energy now to come communicate. I'm trying to find out why you keep draining all my equipment and why you keep coming and going but not communicating.
I hear a whisper in there. Dude, I hear a creepy freaking whisper in there.
Is it something that you want?
Dude, hang on. I got to hear that again. It's a okay, you know how, hang on, let me pause it real quick. Typically on this recorder, the voices come through kind of raspy. That is like a whisper. It's not raspy at all. Ooh.
Why you keep draining all my equipment? And why you keep coming and going but not communicating?
Did it say help? Did it say I need help? I need help. I need help. It goes, I need help. Right here. Dude.
Is it something that you want, or is it something?
You think it's someone who was murdered, Kimberly?
Okay, I'm gonna say this.
What? Dude, hang on. Listen to me. Listen to me. It just went, listen to me.
Or is there something that you're trying to say? Okay, I'm gonna say this.
Holy shit. Holy fucking shit.
Okay, I'm gonna say this now, guys. I feel static in this room like never before. Like all the other sessions were one thing, but this one, I feel.
Okay. All right. I did what, like 3 sessions before that? Nothing. Well, I got one voice, and it was like a really raspy voice, right? Then the 2 IR lights go blink, blink, cut them off one by one. And those are both on separate batteries, okay? So right after that happens, I feel it now, actually. I still feel it. I might run this one more time because I still feel kind of, yeah. And then look what we catch right after that. So that tells me that they drained the energy and then used it to, dude, that second set of EVPs is, I mean, that's just nuts. That is incredible, man. What? Dude.
I'm trying to find out why you keep draining all my equipment and why you keep coming and going but not communicating.
I need help. Dude, y'all hear that whisper?
Is it something that you want, or is it something that you're trying to say?
Listen to me. It goes, listen to me.
You want, or is it something that you're trying to say?
Listen to me.
Okay, I'm gonna say this now, guys.
Dog. That was bonkers. That was the best evidence of the night right there, hands down. Nothing come close to that. That's the best evidence of the night right there. Yes, that's 100% validation. Whew. All right, that was really, man, those EVPs are off the chain. Dude. Man, that's just crazy. That's crazy, man. I need to lock this file in so I don't lose it. Okay. All right. There you go. Okay. I got it locked in now. Man, that was freaking crazy, y'all. That was nuts. Man, that was nuts. Thank y'all, man. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna analyze that, dude. I'm like chomping at the bit to hook it up to my computer and capture it. Wow, man, that freaking voice is crazy, y'all. Man, that voice was nuts. All right, well, I'm gonna go ahead and not a word out of this. Not a word. I had that on the whole time, and we didn't get even a single word out of it. Boy, this is some tricky spirits tonight, man. Thank y'all. I appreciate that, everybody. Yeah, definitely. It's some tricky spirits tonight, man. They didn't want to come through at all, but man, I'm glad they came through at the end on that EVP. Man, that EVP is crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. So with that being said, y'all, I appreciate y'all coming out tonight, man. Really, honestly, I love y'all. Good to see y'all another week. What I'll do is that EVP, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that EVP, I'm going to capture it, and then I'm going to clean it up some, and then I'll post it on the fan page during the week when I get a chance to clean it up some. I may do it tomorrow because I'm chomping at the bit to get it captured and to hear it in my headphones and stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I'll have that up, and I'm going to probably do the Ganzfield again next week. Now that I'm a little more knowing what to expect, and now that I've tried it, and so I think I'm going to do it again next week. And then, yeah, no, guys, I'm trying to avoid doing like 3 and 4 hour streams. You know, it's too long. Not everybody wants to sit through that, so I'm trying to keep my streams to about 2 hours. You know, hour and a half, 2 hours, something like that. So. But yeah, man, awesome. Thank y'all for coming out. Tune in next week. I'm going to have something really cool. Next week is going to be new gear week. I'm going to have so much new gear to show you guys next week, man. And I can't wait to get my little grimy paws on it. Ooh, I can't wait. New gear's coming. I'm going to have possibly a guest speaker next week, or a guest interviewer next week that's going to come on with me if everything works out as planned. And I've got another segment that I want to debut. I wanted to do it this week, but I just didn't have the time. It looks like I might be getting scaled back a little bit at work now to like 60 hours and 48 hours instead of 72 and 84. So I'll have a little more time, hopefully, unless they put me back on 72s and stuff again, to handle more of that stuff during the week. And so yeah, thank y'all for coming out. Love y'all. And y'all tune in next week, and have a good rest of y'all Saturday. And I will see y'all next week or during the week. So love and light, and y'all peace out.